Welcome to Brawlhalla.
Let's go.
Java does have the upper hand right now. This is in Java's favor, but I mean, after how Sprite is doing, I don't really know how hopeless I want to feel about that. If you are, like I said, if you were not a Sprite fan before, I am almost certain that that's changed. There's a lot of things we said we were nervous to bet money on, but I would bet money that Sprite has turned a lot of non-believers into fans today, getting second place right next to Java amongst other competitors. So I guess it would really kind of all depend on how this first game goes. In Sprite perfectly aiming the weapon throw and dodging the recovery to let them regain stage control after
still gets it though.
Thrown out a stupid risky NSIG, and also Sprite with an NSIG of their own. A clash is going to send Java down to second stock. 40 seconds in, Sprite is going to start inching on KO color, so Java needs a few more hits, especially with how good Nyx's SIGs are. Even the characters now, geez, that the signatures on Nyx are very good. They work very well. Can we see Java being a little bit more trigger happy with them, especially compared to how he plays Java? The down SIG swings and doesn't miss. Swinging a hit lets Sprite's lead get cut slightly short, although Sprite is going to waste no time to try to build a little bit more of a lead. And the map change is also pretty important since there's no those extra platforms. It depends on how people are able to use those platforms and to whose advantage, and also that structure at the bottom of the stage holding that tower that holds the stage up, making it impossible to go under the stage, meaning if you need to recover back on stage, you got to cover back on stage, which it looks like Java just barely unable to do. The exclamation marks coming out, still able to touch that, to touch ground, as we have Java able to close out the lead. But it took all this work to close out the lead, and Sprite still with stage control and creates an even larger lead than last time. I'd say this is looking all right for Sprite, but I do want to give one quick reminder how Grand Finals works. If you're coming from winner's side, you got 2 chances to win. If you're coming from lower side, you have 1 chance to win.
I mean, it was looking like it was going one way, but right now it is anybody's game. Man, and you're right, man. It depends, man. Either 2 sets or 1 set. If we see a reset, we're going to see 2 sets. But once again, Java could take it right here, win 3-0 or whatever, 2 whatever, and take it. But who knows? Like I said, I really like the Ragnar pick, and it's really working out. Right now, Sprite has the damage lead, looking for something here. But I think Java's going to just go back, and like you could see that he's going back and forth on the stage, just trying to use those spacing tools. Okay, the dare tries to go dare to Sayer, but does not get it. Weapon toss gets that scythe here. I think Sprite just looking for the finish a little bit too hard.
Running out of options.
Touched.
There. Oh. Decides not to. Oh my God! Wreck it. The reaction time for the side sig moves out of the way and then just looks Nyx straight in the eye, and then places the end sig while Java is like just entering stun frames, just entering cooldown frames. That was just perfectly placed on every level.
That's just insane, man. Like
3, 2, 1.
I don't know. I think Java, Java is one of those players. Once again, saw him at MSI, saw him at a lot of major tournaments, and definitely one of those players that can adapt and definitely change up the gameplay and make a lot of different things happen. So, and just like you said, we've seen this Nyx all tournament. We still have Vodhalla. We still have a lot of different picks that he might have in his pocket. But right now, Sprite looking really good. They should be very happy. Overall, top 2 and continuing to just do well in this tournament.
Oh, the weapon throw prevents Sprite from getting closer. Just like you said, Java hot off of MSI, flexing some dash and soft platform mechanics. It's going to prove why he deserves that almost entire stock lead at this point. Also, if you're looking to get Battle Pass missions done, since you need Qatar, either axe damage and Qatar KOs, or the other way around, you kind of have to play Ragnar for the both for really good efficiency this week. If you're looking to get some good progress in the Battle Pass, look carefully.
Okay.
How did that miss?
Man, Java looking completely different. I don't know, Graffiti. I don't know.
I mean, definitely stepping it up, and now the pressure is starting to switch onto Sprite, and it's just getting more difficult and more difficult to try and. I mean, the 3-stock is probably not going to happen. I mean, watch I say that, and it actually does. It is offstage against Scythe. You never really want to call anything too certain. Never mind the. Ooh, wait, no, still want to make back and re-grabs the Scythe and gets the clash, but actually ends up falling. Okay, I was wrong about that. I was wrong. I was worried I was going to be wrong about that. The 3-stock actually does get canceled. Now the game is starting to slow down a little bit. Sprite choosing not to completely out-aggress on Guitars and choosing to rock a little bit more defensive, a little bit more reserved on Axe, and it seems to be working all right. But all these Sayers, Java just playing target practice, hitting bullseyes every time, not missing a single Sayer, and all of which being effective to use to make it so that Sprite cannot make it back to stage and A.
Player 2.
I don't even know.
That was cool, man. Went in unarmed, went Super Saiyan. Okay. Java looking good at that second game. Looked a lot better. Was not as close. Definitely enjoyed watching that game.
As we go on to map banning Sprite, now that we've pushed their hand into a 1-1 scenario, we don't want to go into Miami Dome, and we are also going on to from a lizard to a bird. So lot of this is something that I know I talk about a lot of out of game adjustments and changing variables coming at Java right now. Hoping that Java has brushed up on his biology, knows the difference between lizards and birds. They are very similar, though, but still, there's enough of a difference so that, you know, you got to know what's the best way to beat a lizard. It's different from what's the best way to beat a bird. So that is going to look slightly different. But Sprite, very interesting choice of Moonin, choosing to play Java at his own game and play the Scythe after both weapons, the guitars and axe, worked out quite well, as the bow is probably the reason that Sprite has to suffer a 30-second stock right there. It's Java with no signs of stopping, covering the stage with fast falls and dares and just pivot and more Sayers. Java is just completely suffocating Sprite, and this game is not looking the best for not looking best for the bird.
Yep.
Sprite was able to get Java off their back and bring the stocks even, but it's still red 3 to white 2, or now yellow 2. So the Scythe gets knocked out of Sprite's hands. This is very dangerous, especially against Java's Scythe. So, Sprite choosing to chase very dangerously, but great reaction time and spacing. This is compared to last game, it's a bit more closer to even. Compared to first game was great for Sprite. Second game was hell for Sprite. And now third game is not quite hell. Still pretty difficult. Not as bad. Okay, maybe it is.
I don't know, man. Java's looking really good though. I think this game is better than the last game. I think it is.
Definitely, it was better first. Sprite.
Is it?
But now we have the
Is it
two,
really?
Java was working on a 3-stock
No.
last game. It was much farther, well, not much farther. It was farther from a 3-stock last game. Now Sprite. We're going to small Enigma for what could be Sprite's last
can't be.
game in
No.
the tournament. This game is either for the game 5 and to give Sprite a chance at a chance of winning, or to let Helium Nyx Java, I said Helium Nyx like it's a skin, to let Helium Java Nyx to take the whole thing without a reset, without even a game 5. So does Sprite earn a chance of a chance? I mean, they definitely deserve it, but can they earn it?
Yep.
It is starting to fall a bit out of their hands like sand. Like, you know, when you hold sand with your open palm, you can't really like hold it, it slides through your fingers.
Storm.
Oh, they're gonna be able to make
Face.
Yep. They're gonna be able to make it back okay. Java right now on the verge. Yep, there it is. Already securing that first stock. Java looking really good. Barely any damage on them, but right now Sprite has everything to lose. If they lose this game, that's gonna be it. But they need to win this game to stay alive. But Java, I don't think it's gonna let that happen. Looking really good right now, especially with those blasters.
Signatures start coming out, and Java is also off stage, not on Scythe. Although granted, there is that end sig that is pretty intimidating to try to factor into your calculations. Still, it might kind of be better to try and face Nyx off stage while she has blasters as opposed to Scythe, because that one signature is outweighed by Scythe's entire aerial kit that can instantly pull reversals, and Sprite has already been pretty good with these reversals. That Ensig, there we go, comes out. Sprite's able to punish that and also get the dodge read, able to bring the stocks orange 2, white 2. So stocks are even, but still, the lead is slowly collapsing. Earlier it was almost a 3-stock, then it was a pretty triumphant 2-stock, and then now it's just half a stock lead, although Java is looking to unable to like that last game, or like that one game that they had that went differently. Sprite was unable to punish that side sig, and yeah, Java also showing off a little bit. You can see some of the times, there we go, some soft platform tech. That first stock, Java just stayed off stage, continuing mashing some Sayers just to kind of rub it in, and I think it is working. Sprite is on the most expensive stock in the tournament and has to pull a reverse 2 for a chance at a chance, for a game 5 for just the reset, and is already starting to dip down closer to orange, while Java is starting to look at the double overlap.
I don't know, man. Java's looking clean. This Nyx, I hope I see this Nyx in a major. Definitely want to see it doing the phenomenal things, especially with these blasters. Sprite hanging on by a thread right now. Java on a whole nother level, holding on to that second stock. Oh, the Sayer doesn't kill.
Sudden death. Sprite is on sudden death, being very patient off stage, dodges out of the ledge guard attempts. Java just going for, I guess, a bit of a clip, or Java really just going for a clip, and that is gonna let. Bruh.
That's gonna be it. That's it. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Sprite noticed that Java was just going for clips. Sprite stood still a little bit, and to have that kind of bro moment, and then Java just hit the clip.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
A cookie probably will crumble if you dip in either Java or a Sprite.